Frontier Day.
Oh yeah,
Is the next
Frontier
it happens,
Day.
isn't it? So and then we see we get there and
Oh, what I wanted to say about that.
yes,
Fireworks in space. Your
I saw.
thoughts?
I must say, I kind of enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it?
I think it's because you could see because I mean that
I'm
was
just
Earth
I'm just trying
below.
to see if you can
Yeah,
poke a hole in it. Go
yeah.
on.
No, but that was Earth below, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
Presumably.
they're in space.
Yeah, I know they're in space. Yeah, I know they're in space. But like, I was just like, oh look, there's the Earth, center of Starfleet, effectively. Star base, whatever it is, Alpha or something like that. Tons of ships, fireworks. Yeah, why not? It's kind of nice to see them sort of like just having a laugh.
Would it happen in a vacuum of space though,
I'm sure they
James?
could figure it out.
Oh,
But,
all right then.
and they did. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. I did think that as well. I thought, oh well, they're enjoying themselves,
Just
aren't they?
just let it be. Yeah,
Just let it be.
let
But
it
then
be.
we
Oh, what I did notice
oh,
is they had a USS Dr. Pulaski.
did. I heard
Yeah.
that as well. Do you know what? That only now you've said that I figured out that was named after
Yeah, it was Dr. I was
that
at
one. Yeah,
USS Pulaski after,
yeah,
well, must be after Dr. Pulaski. Why put it
yeah.
in?
I thought it
Otherwise,
would be about the
I liked
1980s
her.
detective series
She was a
that
great
on
doctor.
the
I
BBC.
bet she would have figured out her son was
Oh yeah,
Borg.
we liked her, didn't we? Yeah, she was like
Yeah,
proper hard ass. She was a proper ship's
yeah.
doctor. She was almost like
Oh,
a.
yeah.
She was
She
almost
was
like a
so
sort of.
clever as well.
She was almost like an army doctor,
Yeah.
like she was really sort of like proper tough and
She she was really
taking
horrible to
nonsense.
Data at first, but then you
Yeah,
think, well, okay.
yeah,
But like she was a surgeon. She was like
yeah,
top like medical like she was coming up with all these theories and stuff, like medical
mm,
theories about she figured out so much stuff. She was great. Great. That's what you want in a doctor. She doesn't have to
absolutely.
be lovely and cuddly and nice.
No, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
especially
you
on a
want them to be
starship, which
competent. Competent. She was fucking
competent.
competent,
But like a hard ass
Pulaski.
as well, because she was like, I mean, especially on a starship that, I mean, this is the problem with things like Discovery and stuff, is like everyone's just so sort of like talking about their feelings and stuff. And like, but you are, I mean, they always say, we're not a military organization, we're an exploration thing, but it's like, you kind of are. Like, if you have
Yeah,
to,
they go to
you
training.
know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they don't know how to fight and
Do you
stuff.
know what I mean? Red alert every 10 minutes it's red alert,
Yeah.
and their phases and shit. They wouldn't have them. So you kind of that's why the sort of chain of command thing, this sort of standby military footing, is kind of there. It's like
Yeah, hierarchy,
it's a
all the rest of it. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a necessary sort of part of Star Trek. Even though that it's like it's a last resort. Well, it's supposed to be a last resort. So basically, we see Starbase, and then we see an Enterprise F, which is sort of the latest iteration of the Enterprise. And I was like, oh,
Oh, that's right.
that's kind of cool. Never seen that shit before, but like, okay, that's great. And then we have the woman, Admiral Shelby, saying very enthusiastic, and I had to stop then and go, who's this? Because I kind of thought, who's that? Is that Admiral Shelby? But then she was in the Next Generation. She was a Borg expert,
Yeah.
apparently. I
She was
don't
in.
remember her.
Yeah, she was in the episode "Best of Both Worlds" when they encounter the Borg.
Yeah,
It's I think it's on end of season 3, last 2 episodes of that, and she's a bit like full of herself and stuff, but she is really brilliant,
yeah,
and she gets in Riker's face a lot. She's not particularly respectful towards him.
yeah,
They're both the same grade, by the way. She was a commander, and he
yeah.
was a commander, and they'd sort of collaborated with this other ship to figure out. And then she came up with how to identify a Borg signature. She
Well,
came up with an idea of how to um, cycle the phases to cause damage to a Borg ship.
oh.
Because it's always
So she's in it, and that was it changes its sort of polarity or
yeah they've
something.
got
Yeah,
to they've got to change the frequency of the phases all the
yeah,
time
yeah.
because the Borg,
I
and it's
remember
got to
that.
be on a tight beam or something.
Yeah,
But to actually affect it, because obviously they adapt every single time you shoot them. So she was actually pretty brilliant, and
yeah,
she's an admiral now, which well deserved and all that. But at the time, she really got in Riker's face, and she was a little bit disrespectful to him. But again, they are the same
yeah.
level. They were both commanders at the time, so she had her way of doing stuff. He had his way of doing stuff. But yeah, anyway,
That
yeah,
was yeah. I mean, that it was good to see. You know, it was good that they've got another character like that. You know, sort of coming back. That was in part of, not just part of TNG, but part of the Borg mythos.
coming back. Yeah,
Yeah,
great moment. Yeah.